everyone, it's Leanne, and how has everyone been? I'd like to give a shout out to CatHand. Mixed Morsels, I think, is her Etsy store, and she has a little kit. CatHand has a little kit, and it's a junk journal, a vintage type junk journal, and it's made with this envelope. If you go onto her Etsy store, Mixed Morsels, you will find her kit there, and it's a beautiful little kit. It's only very small, but it's a good introduction to start a journal and to make one, and she shows you on YouTube how to make it, so follow along with her, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I love this little journal that she made, so I wanted to buy the kit, and yet I did. So here it is. So this is for the front of the journal, this is for the inside of the journal, and that's what we're going to do today. All we're going to do is cover this journal that will turn into a journal. Right, I started to pull it. I've got some tape here on my finger, and I'm just going to take one of those layers off, like that, and I can take the tape off my hand now. Oh dear, it's double-sided tape. There we go. And all we're going to do is take the backing off this napkin. It's a vintage napkin. It's a beautiful napkin. The colours are great on this one. I love the colours. There we go. Now I'm at the kitchen table. I'm not in my room today. So I'm at the kitchen table, and I've got a few spare moments before the tribe comes in and completely takes over. Right, let me see if I can get it down here. There we go. It's very, very fine, this backing, this one. There we go. Got rid of that. Okay, let's turn it over. Now we do have our fastener here. We're going to put a fastener, envelope opener here. I'm going to put a fastener here, and I'll show you that in the next video. But with this one, I'm going to, let me see. Right, so I can do it like that. I'll turn it over like that. Yeah, that looks okay right there. Now I noticed CatHand only used just a little glue stick, so I'm going to do the same. Yeah, I'm going to do the same. So here we go. I'm just going to do one side at a time. Might just do down that middle there. Now you really need a mat that's non-stick, because this glue gets everywhere. Right, let me see how I'm going to do this. Right. Right, I'm going to use my roller, my brayer, very, very softly, like that. There we go. And let's just do the other side. If you can hear noises, it's because my husband's outside using a grinder, I think it is. Don't worry about those little white bits that may turn out. Nothing's ever square with anything, is it? Because we will use a shh. There goes the dogs. The neighbours must be out. We're going to use a photo finish to edge it a bit. Okay, we're going to turn it over and we'll cut off all the bits that we don't need and neaten up our little journal. Won't take long to dry because glue sticks dry very quickly, usually. So we'll cut it very carefully along the edge. Make sure we get it very straight, or as straight as we can. Neatness counts. Well, a little piece to use somewhere else, which is good. I can't get that bit just yet. I'll do it in a minute. There we go. Let's see if we can get this way. Okay. And we'll just get it this way again. There's a little bit there left. There we go. Okay, let's see what it looks like. And it looks rather lovely, doesn't it? That's a beautiful vintage napkin. I'm just going to roll out the edges a little bit more so that they stick, and the edges down here. There we go. Right, it's time to do the inside. So we'll do the inside as well. There's the top. Don't worry about those edges here. We're going to edge them with some photo finish. And I think that's quite nice. It's pretty. Let's do the inside. Right. I think we might need some paper in there. I'll just do one side at a time. And we need this napkin. And I should not have got rid of my tape. Because I'm going to have to pull this one off as well. And this is beautiful. This is very vintagey. It's edged already. It's given that feeling of edging. Let me just see if this one will come off without me getting some tape on it. And by George, I think we've got it. There we go. That one came off easy. Now let me see how this will fit. We put it right there. That should look alright right there. Might go alright that way too. Okay, so let's just start. We'll just do this half first. Right, let's see how we go. I'll have to turn it. I'm getting a bit fussy. And put it down as best I can. There we go. It's not too bad. There we go. Right, let's do the second part. Right, here we go. Okay. Let's just give that a roll. Okay. Let's just turn it over. See if we can cut it very close, as close as we can get it. Now I've left a bit on that because I want to cut it better when I finish just here. I'm just going to hold this up so I can see what I'm doing. Right, I'm going to cut it better here, trim it up so it's precisely on the edge. Oops, like that. Go around here and do the same. I want to get it right on the edge. Right. Last one. Right, I can't see it on that side, so I'm going to come on this side. When it dries, you can see more clearly exactly where you need to cut more off. So I'm just showing you quickly now what to do, and then when it dries, we'll go around and we'll have a good look and see how we go. Right, I'm just going to finish up cutting this here. And I maybe need smaller scissors, but we'll have a go. Okay, I think I've done it. Okay, that's good. And there's the inside. There we go. So here's our folder, and it folds like that, and this comes on the inside, and there's the front of our journal, our vintage journal. Now we need to put some here, and it's a good idea to put some on there as well. On the outside I think we'll put the red, and on the inside we'll put some pieces I've got left over. So we'll try and get, oh yes, the back's off. So we're going to take off this tape. We're going to glue more glue down. Now just leave about 1/8 of an inch there, so it doesn't hit one another. And that's what we're going to attempt to do. Doesn't matter if we don't get it square with the doily, as long as it's down and it's the same colour. What I meant by that is it doesn't have to be right on the edge. You can do it like that and cut around it, it doesn't matter. That, and we have it all done very nicely. I'll just do a little bit more trim up top, and as I said, when it dries completely you'll be able to go back in and see little bits that you've missed. That's perfectly, understandable. Can't get things perfect while everything's wet. You need for it to dry. Okay, so we've done that. Let me just clear this. Okay, so we've done that. There's the flap done as well. We left 1/4 of an, or 1/8 of an inch I should say there. And yes, we have. Just see a little bit there. But we can do that later. So there's our flap. Now what we're going to have to do is this flap here as well, and we're going to do that as well, and we're going to use what's left over from our beautiful doily. Let me just see, maybe that there, even it out just there. Yep. Okay, so let's just put some glue on that. I'm going to leave a tiny, tiny piece of gap, the most tiniest of tinies. Like that. There we go. We can cut it off. I would advise everyone to let their napkin dry. I'm only showing you, but if you go over to CatHand, you'll be able to see her do it in fast speed. Alright, I just wanted to show you myself how you can do it. I could have done the same. I could have went off camera and done the same. Just waited for it to dry. But I just wanted to do it and get it over with to show you how she did hers and how the kit works. Okay, I've got a bit of stuff there we have to get rid of. Okay, so there we go, we've done it. There's the flap. And it goes like that actually. It doesn't go over the front. Gets tied with some beautiful lace. And that's the front there. Okay, so we finished that. So that's good. So I'll be right back with the closure and to show you how that's done. Okay, we're back and we're with the closure. Now she's got the envelope flap closure that she sends you in the kit, and here it is here. Now it's just a beautiful paper, vintage paper flower, and she's cut some of that out, that napkin, and she's put it in a circle form so that you can put it inside the little flower so it all matches. And that's what we're going to do now. We have a brad here, piece of string, and we have another one of those lovely napkins that are into a circle so we can tie the stuff around it. Now we'll put our little flower centerpiece in with some glue. I'm just using the Bostik one. There's a little flower. Now we're going to center this on the flap itself, but before we do that we're going to get our string. We're going to tie a knot in it like that, and we're going to put it right here, glue it. Now it may need a stronger glue, so I'm going to have to go get some, so I'll be back in shortly. Okay, we're back and here's my string. Now let's just check where we want it. It's sort of in the middle there. And I'm going to use a tacky glue, a wet glue. And I'm going to put string down first, and then I'm going to turn over my flower and put some tacky glue in the middle there, and then put it back on top there, and I'm going to hold that down till it sets. Now you have a little tiniest brad, the smallest brad I've ever seen. And we have the other part of that. Now with this string you don't need it all, but there we go, that's sort of down. We'll let that dry, but also what we'll do is we'll see where we want to tie our closure to and get it in line. I'll just put it in line first. So say about there. Where's the middle? About there. Is that in line with it? Yes, I think it is. Let me see. Yep, that'll do. So what we're going to do is we are going to punch that through. So I'm going to hold it there, and I moved it. About there's fine. And I'm just going to stab it through the envelope. Like that. Okay. So then put our brad through it. Through our hole. Like that. And we're going to put our brad through our other hole. And I'm just going to see how it opens. Right. And put it through. This is where you need precise little fingers. Have another go, Leanne. Right, got it through. And as you can see, this is how it's going to turn out. It's going to turn out exactly like this, where you tie the string around there. And that's how it's going to turn out. Now, we have to try and get our brad to open up. And I'm going to have a look. And I might do that off camera, so I will be back. Right, there's our closure done. That's what it looks like. And there's the little vintage journal. We don't need all this string. You can tie it around a couple of times. I'll do it till there. Right there. And as you can see, you can tie it back round under the flower. Back over the closure, like that. And there we go. That's what it looks like. Okay. So I'll let it dry and then I'll trim it up, and that's all I have for you today. And then the next video I will definitely start doing the paper to fit inside of it. I'll show you the kit that she has for the inside and all the ephemera. So until I see you next time, bye for now.